So the Angelic Ladies of Society, on a mission to empower our young women in rural St. Thomas. Joining us this morning, founder of this powerful organization, Sarah Lou Morgan Walker. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Why did you start this foundation?
Why did I start it?
Yes.
To empower girls. Felt like a lot of girls kept coming to ask me about period stuff, puberty, stuff related to their homes, and I felt like it would be an organization to help kind of guide them, expose them to the role models that they normally see on television, get women to come in and kind of share their stories of survival, resilience, and it would be a way of igniting hope in their lives.
Are you from St. Thomas?
No, I just recently relocated there.
So
a lot of people ask why, but that's
relocated,
yes.
Which means you were there at some point.
So I was in St. Catherine at first. I was a little bit in St. Thomas and then spent all of the growing up years in St. Catherine and then returned. So
2009 you started.
yes.
Out of an overwhelming lack of support for girls who sought moral influence, parental guidance in the absence of a stable family structure. Always rough, eh?
Yes.
Always rough. What was it like getting it off the ground?
It started with conversations with the girls. So they used to come ask questions and I felt like I could not do it on my own. And teenagers are a little different. They want to see a different voice. Sometimes they want to see a different face. So I started encouraging persons from corporate Jamaica, from churches and service groups like Ioannis and Rotary to come and share and talk to the girls. And then I said, like, let me get my friends together and, start the Angelic Ladies Society. So over the summer, came up with a name, and then we just launched in September.
What are some of the wins that you've had?
Some of the wins is going to the girls' homes. I've been to at least 9 girls' homes in the last 3 years.
You're doing a lot of work in state care.
So some of the wins is seeing them coming up to you and saying, Miss, I resonate with your story, and you've encouraged me to press on, to go on. Some of the wins is just the crying and the hugging, because that counts, it works. So just the personal connection that I have with them.
What kind of impact are you having? I know you would have had objectives when you started.
What kind of impact currently in St. Thomas is getting the girls to talk in their safe spaces about stuff that they've been carrying for months, years. Some of them have never talked about these stuff. We have to use some kind of tactic too as well. Not even their guidance counselors know, because they don't want to go to the school population, they don't want to go to the teachers, so they feel very open talking to strangers. And so they'll share, and then we go in with our team and we pray with them, we talk with them, we encourage them. So I see a lot, I'm getting to understand a lot of what they're experiencing in that part of the parish. I
want to know how equipped you are to do this, because it's not an easy work. And you're doing good work, but it takes a lot out of you to take on this type of work. How equipped were you at the start, and how has it affected even your life, carrying on this ministry?
So at the start, I was very young. So it was more out of a response to, oh God, can I save these girls? Can I help? Because I knew what that felt like. So I am an orphan. I do not know my mother or father. And a lot of persons, strangers, Sunday school teachers, helped me. And so I felt like I was obligated, like paying it forward to kind of set the trend to get persons to do the same thing that was done for me. As I got older, I started finding different ways to replenish and refuel. I had persons praying for me. It's a lot of praying on the behind the scenes, and it's a lot of praying before you go in, and just kind of having a safe space as well to be able to talk. One of the things I would love, though, is to get the various entities on board to kind of see what we're seeing, because they need the help. So that part of it for me is very hard to know that I'm seen and I can't do as much as I'd want to do.
But you're doing a good job. So time will allow you to
the
grow,
replay
but you have to
effect.
start where you are with what you have, which is clearly what you've done. And you've launched another aspect of this, which is a school tour.
Yes.
So we launched that on the 7th of March. Tell me about that.
So when I got to St. Thomas, I remember I was praying and the Lord was saying to me that I didn't know the terrain as well. Because I've been so long in St. Catherine, going to the girls' homes, I knew that. I didn't know St. Thomas, I don't know what much they're facing, what is happening in the schools. And so I found that the strategy was to just go into the schools, engage the girls on their girls' day, and just hear the conversations that they're having. And one of the things I learned over a period of time is to just listen to the conversations they're having with themselves or how they're responding to things being said at the front. In, let's say you walk around and you're just quietly listening and you hear their heart coming out. And so that's what we've been doing, going into the schools, participating in their Girls' Day, distributing care packages, talking with them in various small groups about personal development, their own emotions, sexual assault, those kind of conversations, and we're getting all of the information from them because it's okay to hear that the guidance counselors are saying this is happening in the school, these girls are, you know, promiscuous and they're taxi men and everything, but to hear what they are experiencing on the back end is so much more.
You're doing a lot of work with young girls now.
Yes.
Anything on the cards for young boys?
Not necessarily, only today. So today we're heading, well, part of my team is heading to Robert Library now for their career empowerment session for grade 9 and grade 10, and those are boys and girls. I do, when I go into schools and I meet guidance counselors who ask anything for boys, I recommend them to my male counterparts, my friends who actually do go into schools. So
Excellent.
we keep the connection. So
But you're focusing on the young ladies.
I focus on young ladies, and whenever they ask, I redirect them to persons in my network.
Excellent. Okay, well, we wish you all the best. You need help
Yes.
to keep going. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell.
So I do need help. We need toiletries, we need baby products, we need snacks, we need cash, because moving the terrain of St. Thomas and the logistics is very hard. Not a lot of persons want to come from Kingston to come to Morant Bay or St. Thomas because the road is being worked on, and that is a deterrent. And so we're asking the public to help us. The numbers are on the screen. You can call us 876-346-2519, and our Instagram page is there. We need cash to move around. We need toiletries. The girls need toiletries. So if you run companies, if you know somebody who does, we do well with a case of toothpaste, a case of bath soap, lotion, toilet, anything. It's very helpful. Sanitary napkins. They are asking for these things. And if we finish them in a week or a month, they do finish them in a week and a month as well, which means that we can help replenish those for them.
You're having a clothing drive? No?
Yes, so we're going to the Women's Center in the 19th of May for our career empowerment session there. And what we usually do is do a pop-up shop, and we give them access to just walk around and give them that shopping power. So the items are free, donated by the public, and it's working attire. Some persons maybe, so it's work during the week, work clothes, and what you'd wear on a Friday, your Friday casuals, and any size, because they come in, they get a token, and they just pick 3 to 4 items. So we have a clothing drive. You can drop them off at 32 Shortwood Road. That is Women for Women Foundation, and it's Thrift and Give. That's the store. So you can just stop there and drop off your clothes. Label them with our organization's name, because they also collect donations for their thrift. So just so that we know it's for ours.
So 32 Shortwood Road, and label them
with the Angelic Ladies Society on the bag. Just write that on the bag with a marker, and they'll know it's ours.
Awesomeness.
Yeah.
Good work. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
I know it's not easy.
It's not easy, but
it's hard work.
And this is also encouraging to kind of get the word out so persons can know what we're doing. And they say St. Thomas is a forgotten parish, and so we're trying to get persons to remember the parish out there.
Yes, awesome. So, Thank you so much for stopping in this morning. Founder of the Angelic Ladies of Society, Sarah Lou Morgan Walker. Coming up next, fun stuff before we leave you guys. We'll be right back.